Morning guys, welcome to my channel, True Me Weight Loss Journey. It's January 18th. It's Monday, it's weigh-in day, so let's go ahead and check my weight and see if I did good. Sorry guys, I accidentally just kicked my phone. What's it say? Oh, it says 241.4. Yes, much better than last week, which was what, 243. So okay, it's not a lot, but it's 2 pounds. 2 pounds is something, right? I'm happy with that.
Paradise Ford, Highway 520 in Cocoa.
My little girl is always getting into something. That's why we use the inside.
I was listening to the radio. All right, so yay, I'm happy about that weigh-in. I'm happy about it. I know it was only like 2 pounds, but you know, 2 pounds is something, you know. 2 pounds is actually what, normal, average for what, you know, they say you should lose a week, or they really say you should lose like a pound a week, you know. But so I'm not going to complain about 2 pounds. That's 2 pounds that I was pretty worried because I went to Disney on Saturday and I park hopped. I did not get a lot of water in me at all, but I ate very well. I ate fajitas without the actual fajita in them. And I also had, Lizzie, what did we eat over at, I ate a Power Crunch salad over at Epcot, and, it had some type of cheese in it, and it had some quinoa, some cranberries, some baby kale, and I think broccoli, shredded broccoli in it, like broccoli sauce. So with this, like, I don't know, some type of honey barbecue dressing or something that came on the side, with sliced almonds in it. It was pretty good. And then I also had some of Lizzie's salmon. Lizzie had a plate with salmon, rice, and green beans on it, and she split part of the little piece of salmon with me because she didn't want it. So we had that for, you know, lunch. And then over at Magic Kingdom, that's where we had the fajitas. So it was, you know, we did pretty good. So and I forgot my Fitbit in the car, but I know that roughly walking around Epcot is about around 3 to 4 miles if you walk the whole thing, and we only stayed in one specific area and we walked around that quite a bit, so I figured I did about 2 miles there. And then over at Disney, I believe, because we went to 2 different areas over there, we went back and forth between rides because we got reservation times for rides because Lizzie has a special needs pass, so we had to reserve times to go on rides so we don't have to sit in the line with her. So we were going back and forth all over the place there. We only rode like 2 rides over there. We did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is something that I wanted to do again because the first time I wasn't prepared for it, so I wanted to do it again and see if I could handle it better. And I handled it a hell of a lot better and had a lot more fun on it. So, you know, we went and did that again. We also did Big Thunder Mountain again. And before we did Big Thunder Mountain is when we had the fajitas for dinner. So, and then we did some more walking around Disney. And then, when we left Magic Kingdom, well, when we went from Epcot to Magic Kingdom, we left my car at Epcot and jumped on one of the buses that goes to and from the parks. So we took a bus from Epcot over to Magic Kingdom. So walking over to the bus areas, you know, called for more walking. So you figured that times 2, you know, another mile or so between the two, you know, so that was good. So I think about roughly I walked probably around, I figured about 5 miles that day, so I did pretty darn good on the steps. Yeah. So then when we left Disney for the day, I wanted ice cream, okay, because it was my cheat day. I wanted ice cream, and so I went to McDonald's. Yes, I went to McDonald's, and I had a hot fudge sundae. Yep, I did. I had hot fudge sundae, and I had one of their apple pies. Yes, I admit, you know, but that might have been too much, you know, especially since I had ice cream earlier last week on my actual birthday, you know, and I can't stop thinking about that deep fried ice cream. ever since I had it, I can't stop thinking about it, you know. I'm like, oh my god, that was so good. So good. And I think that, you know, if I wouldn't have eaten the ice cream from McDonald's and stuff, I probably would weigh less right now, you know, than the 241. But I'm not mad about it, you know. I'm not mad that I made that choice. I planned it, you know. So if I planned it and I had it and I walked a lot, I'm not gonna be mad, you know. So I would be mad if I just pigged out all day long and then didn't do any type of physical activity to, you know, burn the calories off. But it wasn't like that at all. So yeah. So yesterday I ate pretty light. I had tofu for lunch and dinner. And then I had, for snacks, I had the sliced cucumbers with that pickled mustard. I had that. I almost, and I mean almost, binged it last night, where I almost went crazy on, you know, different types of food. Because I got a disturbing text message last night from my sister. My nephew went into a seizure last night, and it was not good. He was unresponsive for quite a few minutes there, and I was pretty much a sitting duck. I couldn't, all we could do was sit and wait for answers, and my daughter was very distraught over her, you know, cousin, you know, being in this medical situation. But they got him to the hospital, and they were able to get him to come to, and they don't know what caused the seizure. They think he's got an underlying issue, but they let him go home. I know. They let him go home, and of course he's going to have to follow up with some doctors. You know, he's young. How old is Jacob? 11. Yeah, he's young. He's just a little boy. like Lizzie in a lot of ways, special needs. So it, you know, if anything has happened to any of my family members, I become distraught immediately. But I just tried very hard last night to keep my mind off of food. So I kept getting up and walking around the house and trying to do something, keep my hands busy. And then I'd have to stop for a few minutes and sit because I was having panic attacks over all of it, because I was sitting there just waiting for my sister to let me know that he was okay. And I was on the verge of getting in my car and driving down south to them when she finally she texted me and told me everything, that they were, you know, releasing him, and he was getting to come home. And, you know, because I was ready to jump in my car to go over to her place, which is an hour away from me, to, you know, go keep an eye on her other kids, so she could go be with him, you know. She technically couldn't even drive right now because she just had neck surgery, but it was, you know, life or death. So it was, you know, last night was very trying for me, but I made it through. I did not end up binging, and the best part of that whole experience last night is that my nephew's okay. And, you know, he made it through. You know, he got to come home, and I didn't, you know, I was afraid that I was going to get a phone call saying that he passed. That would just, yeah. Anyways, so I managed to work through my triggers, and yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of speechless. You know, I didn't record. Well, actually, I did record over the weekend, but then I just decided to keep the weekend to mine and Lizzie's selves. You know, just keep it to ourselves, and, you know, and not record. Even though we have some pretty cute moments on camera over at Disney, you know. So, what the heck? I'll probably show you guys just a few photos, you know, of like this time when we were heading back to Epcot from Magic Kingdom. We were riding on the bus, and I was super tired, so I was leaned up against Lizzie, and I was laying my head on her shoulder, and I said, let's take a snuggly photo together. And I go to take a photo with her, and I can't get her to, you know, look at the camera because the flash keeps coming on in the dark, because it's dark in the bus. And she keeps making all these funny faces, and I'm like, oh my god, just look into the camera for just 1 second. And she wouldn't do it. But I got some funny photos out of it. It was quite hilarious. So, but yeah, we had, you know, we had a pretty good weekend. Honestly, yeah, we did. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to work now. I'm working DoorDash today. I'm also taking the car in to get it appraised today, because I'm pretty sure I announced to you guys that I'm going to be trading the car in soon. I'm going to try and trade the car in and go into an SUV. Looking to go into a Nissan Rogue, or maybe a RAV4, Toyota RAV4. But the RAV4s are expensive, so I don't know. We'll see. RAV4, or hell, I could go into a Hyundai. I could go into something like Kia. I'm not sure. But I really, really, really want a Ford Explorer, because they're just so awesome looking. Yes, but they're not in my price range. So probably gonna be a Nissan Rogue. You know, I know several people that have Rogues and they love them. So I'm probably going to be going into one of those. I do like how they look on the inside. I just need to do a few tests with them, seat-wise, stuff like that, and see how it goes. So, yeah. Honey, I know that this truck is moving slow, but I don't want to go into the left lane right now, okay? I really do love having a backseat driver back there. So, alright guys, well I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. Like what you see, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Have a great day, guys.